So today we're going to talk about the accomplishments of 2021. We're going to go behind the scenes in the data. I'll show you all the analytics that YouTube provides. All right, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about my year on YouTube. It's been an amazing, fantastic year. Today we're talking data behind the scene. It's been an amazing year. We've developed a community. It's growing. Most importantly, engagement on this channel has been growing. So thank you so much for doing that. I have also learned a lot over the past year. I've learned about audio quality, like the microphone. I've learned about video quality. I've also learned about editing. The most important thing that I've invested on this year is the power of storytelling. And some of you reached out and talked about how concise the videos have become. So thank you for your feedback. It's something I've been working on, and I appreciate you noticing that. I am looking forward and excited about 2022. We're going to change some things around here, and I want to tell you all about it. So today, we're going to talk about the accomplishments of 2021. We're going to go behind the scenes in the data. I'll show you all the analytics that YouTube provides, so you could be informed, and maybe one day you want to start your own YouTube channel and you could see where I am at. But most importantly, next year, this time, I want to be able to share the same data with you so we could see how we've grown. Some things are going to change on the channel for 2022, so I want to make sure that you're aware of that. While you're at it, make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell, the notification bell, so you could get all the updates that I post. So the first thing that I want to talk about, difference between 2020 and 2021, is the views. Views have increased drastically. In 2020, I had a total of 31,700 views on this channel. This year, we had 53,000 views. So I'm really happy about the view growth. As far as watch time, and that really matters, especially if I ever want to monetize this channel. And the reason I've made $0 from AdSense is because I've yet to hit the 4,000 watch hour views. In 2020, I had a total of 1,300 hours of watch time. And then in 2021, I know the year hasn't really ended yet, but as of December 23rd, we have 2,300 hours of watch time. So I'm really happy with that. It's impressive growth, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to be able to accomplish in 2022. The other measure that YouTubers like to talk about is subscribers. We ended the year in 2020 with 755 subscribers. This year, we added an additional 1,200 subscribers. So I think our total subscribers as of today is 2,011 subscribers. I'm happy with that growth. I posted a couple of days ago for people to predict what this next year is going to bring with respect to subscribers. Somebody said 5,000 subscribers. That would be really impressive. I'd be impressed if we hit 5,000 subscribers in 2022. But we'll see. We'll revisit this in next December. YouTube has this measure called impressions, which tells you how many people have seen the thumbnail or the image of the video. In 2020, my videos reached 244,000 impressions. In 2021, YouTube presented my videos 640,000 times to people that are looking or browsing through YouTube. So that growth is amazing growth. It probably had a lot to do with the extra viewership. And, you know, that's what people call the algorithm. How do you get YouTube to show your videos more and more? As the impression rate grows, your click-through rate falls. So last year I had a click-through rate of 6.1%. So 6.1% of the people that saw the thumbnail of my image clicked on it. This year that is down to 4.5%. That is something that I could work on. That's working on thumbnail design, and on Instagram I test out some thumbnails, and you all have been great about giving me feedback. We'll see how productive that is, but your advice on thumbnails is really important as well, so thank you for that. The other measure that I keep track of is average watch time per video. In 2020, the average watch time was 2 minutes and 22 seconds. In 2021, I actually reduced the length of my videos. So although the length of the videos decreased, the watch time increased. So in 2021, the average watch time was 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I'm happy with that. I think that's a great number. Obviously, I could work on my storytelling and keeping people engaged for longer periods of time to increase that watch time duration. So that's something else that I'll be working on. At the beginning of this video, I told you to subscribe and turn on your notifications. 10.5% of you have turned on those notifications, and I appreciate that because that means every time I post, you get notified there's a new post and you're more likely to watch it. So if you have not turned on those notifications, please do that. Let's do a comparison between 2020 and 2021 with respect to the top 3 videos that you all watched. In 2020, the top 3 videos were all Oman related. They had to do with the Oman economy. The top video was a new economic opportunity in Oman, and if you haven't seen that, please watch it. It's about the change in retirement age in Oman and changing the retirement policy. As you expect, most of the viewers of that video were older individuals that were either near or at retirement age. The second video was about Omani unemployment data. And then the third video was about the change in the Omani minimum wage laws. So top 3 of 2020 were Oman-related videos. In 2021, the top 3 videos were Econ or professional development type. The number 1 video, the one that went viral and has actually skewed a lot of the data, is Why Study Economics. As of the recording today, it has about 14,000 views. The other 2 videos are on class materials, calculating GDP, and why GDP is not a good measure. So there's a shift in the audience between 2020 and 2021, or a shift in their interest. Here's a graph of my daily watch time in hours for the past year, all of 2021. And one thing that you will notice is the area under the curve is growing. That means there's more watch time that is happening here at the end since August of this year. And I've made a slight shift in how I present things since the summer, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now I am averaging about 11 hours of watch time per day. And if this continues for the next 365 days, then I should be able to hit my 4,000 hours in the next year, 4,000 watch hours in the next year. Keep on watching. We're trending in the right way. I talked about this earlier. There's a change in the audience composition. If you look at the 2020 data, it is mostly male, 96.5% male. The average age is closer to 50 years old. And I think that was skewed a lot by that retirement video that I had. And then in 2021, we're seeing a little bit more engagement between females and males and on the channel, and the average age has fallen drastically, which is exactly where I want to be because I believe my target audience is somewhere between 18 and 30. And that's one of the changes that I'm going to be doing for the next year, and we'll talk about that some more. As I said, the most watched, most shared, and most impressions came from one video, and that is Why Study Economics, the one reason you should and the one reason you should not study economics. And honestly, a lot of people reach out to me because of that video. I've gotten a lot of people interested in studying economics at NKU because of that video. They reach out to me usually via Instagram or Twitter or YouTube comments as well. So that audience is engaged, they're interested in the content, and that's the audience that I want to communicate with more frequently. I am spending a lot of time this year focusing on that video. Is it just a lucky video, or is there something that I could learn about that video? One thing that I said earlier is about thumbnails. This video has a click-through rate about 10.1%, which is much higher than the average click-through rate for my channel. So is there something about the thumbnail? All these YouTubers, they talk about how to design thumbnails. One thing that you'll notice about this thumbnail is my face takes up the majority of the image, and then this Y economics with the contrast between the white and the pink makes it pop out. And through Instagram when I'm sampling the customer insights, if you may. A lot of you like that contrast in the text, so I'll be using more of that in my thumbnails. So the future channel, where are we going? What are we going to do? My goal is to niche down on the topics and the focus of the channel. If you look at this past year, it was great from a creative sense because I was experimenting and learning what works, what I like, what I don't like. But I was talking to educators, I was talking to students, I was talking to young professionals. I had long form content in the form of interviews. I had shorts. I changed release dates between Thursdays and Fridays. I was just all over the place. So the goal for 2022 is more consistency and focusing on the target audience. And I'm going to narrow that target audience towards things that 18 to 25-year-olds that might be interested in improving their lives. So the topic of my channel is economics to improve your life. And I'll be focusing on those two items, economics and how to improve your life, and hopefully the intersection of those. One thing that my students like about being in my classrooms or having me on campus is that they love the professional development aspect of my lectures, my teaching. So I'll be incorporating some of those questions that come up between me and my students to engage a larger audience. The goal of this YouTube channel is to be able to reach more people with the things that I do. So we're going to make that a little bit more transparent for 2022. And I'm going to focus it more on things that I wish I would have known in my 20s, or things that I learned in my 20s and have really impacted the way I maneuver through life today. So for 2022, what you could look forward to is I will focus and keep the Friday at 9 a.m. release. So every Friday for the next year at 9 a.m. you should expect a video. I will remain consistent and continuously work on my editing, video skills, audio quality, storytelling, but I also want to build community, and I cannot build the community without you and your engagement. So please make sure to always leave comments, like, share, tell me what you like so we could continue to provide the content that you need to hear. Thank you again. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see more of in the new year.